Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some room to maneuver. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender. Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right? Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people. Good run there. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers. And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game. That's impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game. Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh? Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there. Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting,
This was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Kamara. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Groupie able to add the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now you look at this Saints defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 23-yard run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Samuel Jr. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Cunningham looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Painter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hayner here to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break. Cunningham forced out to his left. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Luongo now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead now. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got it out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Cunningham to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on second down, Hayner. His throw incomplete.
Letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Carr to throw. Locates Kamara on the out route. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Here's Madison running on first down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Handoff right side to Rangu. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now a play fake. Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Carr.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's got the 1st down and more than that.
And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Carr again. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing his Carr on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
Room here to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown!
Alvin Kamara.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You made me forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To throw his car. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 29-yard line.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's Isabella open on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.